guys, don't forget to check out DOOMKICKER on INDIEGOGO now for a limited time, with exciting perks like exclusive prints and a special Mike S. Miller cover. Back now only on INDIEGOGO. Hey guys, if you are enjoying the content here on the Jerkmonger Show, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and please share. Thanks. What's up? What's up, everybody? Let me fix my camera. I look like a crazy fool. What's up? Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's early in the morning. It's 7:47 in the AM dial here in Tampa, Florida. It's too early to draw, says Nick Welch. I don't think so, homie. I don't think so. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah. All right. I'll fix my chair here. We finna talk about some stuff, man. What's up? I've been missing you guys. I'm getting ready to shave for church. All right, Nick, you say shave for church. It's okay. You could just put me on if you want to. You can shave. I'm sure shaving is a loud activity. I know it is for me. I got all my stuff packed up, ready to go to the convention today. I'm heading back to Tampa Bay Comic-Con, or comic book convention, since you can't really call it Comic-Con anymore. My battery charger's charging, so I can charge my phone. To be honest, I don't even know if it's really charged or not. It should have charged. I should have charged it later last night, but it didn't work. Haggis Moose says a close shave with the Jerkmonger. I'm going to show that one. I'm going to have to moderate myself. So I've been kind of playing with this Wolfman here with my Maru nib. It's kind of cool. I've been goofing around with the Frankenstein. I like that Frankenstein. He looks cool. So I'm kind of messing around with the Wolfman now, and I just want to talk. Nice. How's the con going? It's going okay. It's a slow con. It's I'll tell you what, cons are struggling. I went up to a random exhibitor who sells like masks. Hey, Shinto Ketchup, how are you? And he's like, yeah, man, this is tough. I mean, out of nowhere, he just volunteered. Oh, you're a vendor? This sucks. I'm like, wow, take it easy. But I could see what's going on. It's hard, man. People aren't buying like they used to. It's just different. And, but I want to talk a little bit about a tweet. I don't know. I was mentioning a tweet today, or yesterday. I already got a thumbs down. How do I get a thumbs down? Someone actively is out there going, oh, I hate Elliot. It's so stupid. I was mentioning a tweet today or yesterday concerning. It kind of relates to the stuff we've been talking about as far as like getting the whole, well, it was mostly focused on Comics Gate creators and stuff like that. The UK pound is about to nosedive, so buying stuff in the US is going to be painful soon. Ooh, that's interesting. Why is it going to nosedive, Haggis? That's the pound, huh? Why is it going to nosedive? I don't know where. I'm not paying attention too much to outside politics. But anyway, so it was interesting to hear them talk about the, how it's going to be. Some people were complaining about some of the books being late, which of course I think I've covered. Brexit's the reason for that. Do you think that's why people were for keeping the union together? Is with leave, with leave. If we leave the EU with no deal. Oh, I see. Thumbs down, bogus. Yeah, Nick, I don't know what's going on. I just got on, so it's already thumbs down. Yeah, so anyway, they just don't like me. That's all right. I'm used to that. A lot of people don't like me, and that's fine. I bet you we'd be surprised who dislikes me. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to think about that. Anyway, so yeah. So back to that concept. I think that the concept was, will these books sell, blah blah blah, and they were comparing us to the traditional market. And one of the things that came up, I'm gonna retitle this one. Just a quick talk. One of the things that came up was name a comic book. They would be more specific, but I'm just gonna leave it more vague. Name a comic that from Comicsgate so far that is worthy, in a sense. I'm paraphrasing, worthy of some sort of how did they put it? They called it. Haggis says, no, it's rich people conning us. When we leave the EU, some people are going to be very rich due to tax avoidance, etc. Oh, well. That's unfortunate, I guess, for you guys, I suppose. They were commenting on what's the word? It's when something's like been acclaimed, critically acclaimed, or something like that. That's what it was. What? I was actually challenging. I think it was challenging EVS. What has he written that was critically acclaimed? And it was fascinating because it almost assumes that the comics industry is so insular. It takes care of itself, right? So that's why it's so easy for, it's the same as with movies. It's so insular that they can stake a claim on something being critically acclaimed or something to that nature. But actually it's not. It's just that this particular small group called it that. And that's why I like sometimes watching the fan awards, because the fan awards show what was truly a success for success sake, not just what was successful because we said so. Like that's like me saying in my house, my ideas are the best ideas. Why? Because I made them up. They're my rules. My rules. You can abide by my rules because I'm the dad. Well, that's not a reason. That's not a good reason. At least it might be a reason. It's a terrible reason. It may be the start of some mutiny in the house. But you can't say the comparison of saying, okay, well, what have you got that's critically acclaimed? All right, let's take a look at comics as a whole in the history of comics. How many comics have achieved that level of acclaim? Maybe Watchmen, maybe Dark Knight Returns, but that includes a character called Batman, which people don't care about supposedly. So it was really interesting because they were focusing on the idea that this one creator, in this case EVS, wasn't. And I'm saying, wait a minute, most comics are terrible, even by today's standards. Everyone's trying to write their Shakespeare. But when do we decide that Shakespeare was necessary to be a comics creator? And so they were using that argument to say, why would you back a comic book? Why would you back a comic book if it doesn't come out every month? Which, by the way, a lot of comics that don't come out every month are great, like Hellboy, Fantastico, very great comic book. And it comes out every month after it's been completed and it's there ready to go. It's not every month because it's not always a comic to be created. And by the way, the criticism I've heard often say about BPRD is that it has never been as good as regular Hellboy because it comes out every month. So when this comes out every month, it's subject to the monthly grind, it's subject to the monthly criticism and the monthly direction, that editorial, that, hey, we got to get this, move this around, we got to get this done. Where's the pages at? Blah, 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 blah. Well, then here comes crowdfunding. And they say, well, it's never going to be the same as crowdfunding. Well, it's not the same as crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is not the same as monthly books in comic book industry. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. And I think that's been the danger, right? And maybe even the danger of things that I say sometimes. And when I say this is my competition, I really can't compete with Marvel and DC with their schedule. So they beat me there every time. And I'm not even sure I can beat them by, I don't have years writing a comic, but a lot of my favorite comics were just fun comics. Like, you look at Walter Simonson's run on Thor, fantastic. What it was creative. I mean, the dialogue was all right. I mean, he was doing like, King James English. I forsooth, I say thee nay. But that's not, it was his ideas that won that one. And of course his art really was the point of that. So this argument, and by the way, I'm only going to be on for a little while because I'm going to be picked up in about 15 minutes. So I'll wrap this up. So this will be a short one. I don't want to interrupt those of you who are going to church this Sunday morning. Those of you who are either past Sunday morning into Sunday evening, or perhaps you are, I don't know. What would you say? Something else? I don't know. Maybe it's lunchtime. I don't know. Regardless, what I'm trying to say here, though, is we got to stop comparing. Crowdfunding is totally different. This is where, as I've said before, you guys are participating with us. You guys are, hey, we like the pitch. That's why your pitch is so important. That's why if you're a creator, your pitch is important. And if you're a creator, your presentation is important, because that's all the customers have to go by. They're not going, and you're chilling on a Sunday, says Haggis moves right on. And also your your social media presence, your how well you interact with your fans. So you got to be good at customer service, right? James Hayes says, so who would win in your comic, Elliot? Ben Grimm or the Hulk? The Hulk every time, because the Hulk will do whatever he needs to do. Ben Grimm is too kind, and that's why I love Ben Grimm. But I love the Hulk as well. But if you're going to do the comic book for the sake of the people, the answer has to be neither, and both. It has to be fun. It has to be exciting. It has to be rock'em sock'em. It has to be danger. It has to be scary. It has to be funny to some extent. Right? I think it does. I think comics need to be somewhat funny. Yeah. So anyway, it's an unfair criticism of EVS. It's also an unfair criticism about a lot of us creators. When you look at Stan Lee's writing, was Stan Lee a great writer? No, he was just fun ideas. Most of that stuff was really corny. But I love Stan Lee, and he was creative. That I can say, he was creative. So it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't need to be critically acclaimed. Nobody was critically acclaiming anything when they were creating Fantastic Four. They were just making it. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Why are we so preoccupied? Why are our friends on the other side of the fence, why are they so concerned about whether a comic book is going to be critically acclaimed, or who cares if EVS, apparently EVS has written stuff. I didn't know that. James Hayes says, when I go back and look, comics in Lee's day had about twice as much text packed in as they do now. Haggis Moose says, I wanted to be critically ashamed. Your typing's atrocious, Haggis. No, I love you, man. Hey, man, anywhere in the world, it's early. Because if I'm feeling tired, it's early somewhere else. Trust me. Nick Wells says, I bought some mainstream comics yesterday because I was genuinely interested. Cool covers. I was enticed. And they were junk inside. The narrative was unintelligible. Well, that's the argument that people make about Image Comics, by the way. I don't know. See, to me, some of it's not unintelligible. I think a lot of the comics that I see now, they're just too political. And I mean, by political, I mean they're pushy on their politics. Let's put it that way. I think it's okay to be political. I mean, I think Frank Miller's pretty political with his stuff. Dark Knight Returns is very political. IDZ says, these same people regularly doing the race and gender guilt jig. Who TF cares what they think? Well, that's true. That's true. I'm just examining the concept that they're perpetuating or promoting, that somehow something has to be of a particular quality. And by the way, this quality we're talking about, think about this. Action Comics. Was Action Comics #1 fantastic? No, not really. In fact, I find it hard to read, but it's beloved. It's beloved because of the importance it had in our community and in our industry. The what it brought to the whole discussion, very important. Nick Welch says these ones weren't even political. I don't think. Well, yeah. There you go. They weren't even political. They weren't even trying to do what they do well. No, I'm really just saying in the end, it shouldn't matter. I think you should, guys, as we've said before, I mean, there's a bunch of, it's like my taste in movies. You guys probably say, oh, Elliot, your taste is terrible. Maybe it is, but it's my taste in movies. Just like it's your taste in comic books. And no one gets to determine what you should like or don't like. Now, sometimes I get the little quote unquote, I know you guys are just kidding. Oh, stop, I'm going to unfollow now because Elliot is crazy. You know what? Go ahead if you think that that's what you want to do. Because you have the right. Because that's your opinion. And you can do, based on your opinion, what you will. Right? Aaron Alfetcher says, this channel is my taste. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it, man. Haggis Moose says, one person's quality is another person's smallity. That's true. Smallity. Half Made Jesus says, Stan Lee wrote in literally every genre, from superheroes to westerns to romance to funny animal. People forget this. Yeah, he did. He did. And it was, it was good. It was good. Listen, it was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. It's only great now in hindsight because we saw the importance, how important it was to this industry. But, in and of itself, it's okay. But it was fun. Nick Welch says, there were literally parts where I had no idea what was happening. Oh, fair enough. IDZ says, these same people, okay, I already read that part. And that haircut or lack thereof, too, I have the same. Oh, nice, Aaron. Shinto Ketchup says, cause every award winner deserved it. Shake my head. Right, okay, so that was the other thing. So I'm comparing that statement now. I'm going to go to that statement about critical acclaim. So it's like the awards. I mean, I know everyone feels good to receive an award, but if it's an award given to people by themselves, we love. It's like the Academy Awards. When was the last time you guys really believed that the Academy Awards decision was actually valid in some cases? Now, to those guys, to be fair, if what you have is a small club, if what you have is a club, a Hollywood club, then I get it. Then all your ideas and all your decisions about quality are gonna be self-aggrandizing, right? Is that right? Is that the right term? It's gonna make you look good. So, the winner of this award is, and then you always see some people butthurt, but then they also come back and say, well, at least I was nominated. Okay, well, you know what? I tell you guys what. The award that I want from you guys, the only award I need is your support and purchasing of my books. That's the only award I need. If at some point we get to the place where we need to compare ourselves to each other so that we can have some sort of label and some sort of way to kind of like say I'm better than you or you're better than me, or give me some sort of reason to be upset because I didn't get picked, I don't care, as long as I can live my life and you guys support me producing my things. So that's why sometimes it's good to be part of a community, and sometimes it's good to be on your own and just doing your thing so you can focus on what you got to do. Everett Todd said, fun is important. There are too many award shows for comics or otherwise. Daniel C says, you got it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's in the end, hold on. That in the end is going to be the problem, is that, or not, is the win for me, is that you guys supported my book, and the reward versus award, the reward for my labor. Hey, Papa Kanesu, how are you? Hey, Elliot, good morning, everyone, he says. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you. I like that pill avatar. That's cool. Reminds me of Akira. Yeah, I'm just saying that at the end of the day, And as far as how long it takes, I'm glad somebody said so. Hey guys, this is not the same as corporate comics. We're independent creators, self-publishing. You know how many people are on my team? Those guys got they have a whole wing of people in finance. They got people in shipping. They've got people over here taking care of, they have runners, and they have, right now my team is me, that's it, me. And then my business partner, Andy, helps sometimes, but he's got his own business. And I can try to help him, but I have my own business. I might have an assistant in a couple weeks, maybe. An unpaid one. So basically an intern. I might. And to be honest, I don't really know what they're going to do. I'm going to try to help them, give them some experience, try to put them under my wing so I can show them what I know about what I do. Will it help them with what they're going to do? I don't know. Tippity Tail Mickety says howdy. Bacon and pancakes for breakfast this morning. Oh, that sounds so good. So what I'm trying to say is it's unfair to put that pressure on someone like Ethan. Even he's never said he was a critically acclaimed writer. I forget. I think that's what the term they were using. Get your kids to help. No, my son doesn't care about this stuff. My daughter would, but she doesn't understand how to do this. She gets bored fast too. Email for the campaign. Advertise says email for the campaign. What do you mean by email for the campaign? That's interesting. I don't know. That sounds fascinating. I just don't know what you're saying. Anyway, so what I'm trying to get you guys to see is just, hey, be careful out there. Don't fall for this trap that, you guys got to be of a certain quality. Otherwise, you're not. That's that same elitist bull crap that they keep trying to put on us. They don't want anybody else in their club. They want to control that club. They want to control the club because that particular club has made a deal with something called Diamond. And that something called Diamond has done a deal with something called their local comic shop. And they need that thing to keep going. So they need to keep cranking out crap to make you think that they're trying to say, oh, we're going to give ourselves awards so that we can say, look, we have an award. And look how much we sold. And when they didn't sell, and they still kept stacks of those same comics in the comic shop, and then blah, 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 blah. Oh, email for the campaign. I see what you're saying. Get the intern to do your campaign emails and paperwork. Great idea, Everett. Aaron Alfetchi says, damn right, Elliot. Damn right. That's right. Because at the end of the day, they don't want to acknowledge the independent creators or creatorship. We're creating books. And so we got to make sure that we keep our purpose pure and our efforts succinct and to the point. Let's get it done. Because you know what's going to happen over time. Like I've said before, I said this the other day about Frank Miller. Frank Miller wasn't Frank Miller when he started. That Frank Miller emerged from all that. He became better as he went along, and then he just excelled. But everyone starts at the same space. Aaron Afechi says, though I hope God King is critically acclaimed by Elliot. Now that matters. No, that doesn't matter. I'm sure your work's going to be awesome, Aaron. Your work's already awesome. So all you're doing is lending your talent to that book. And I still have to read my books. I haven't read any comics in probably a year or two. But I got to read the last one. And you know what? Even if it's not like fantastic, it's good. It's comic books, guys. It's not Shakespeare. And by the way, the only reason why Frank Miller is on our radar is because he was playing with characters like Daredevil. Cool concept, but it wasn't his original idea. Batman, great concept, but it wasn't his original idea. He's playing with somebody else's toys. Aaron says, okay, I won the Elliot Award already. What am I doing here? Here. Tiffany Tell says, Gary from Nerdrotic is going to start an internet comic store. Hopefully, it boosts indie comic sales. That sounds good. I love Nerdrotic, man. That guy is so cool to me. I salute him with two finger salute. How are we going to buy the projects after the campaign ends? How are we going to buy the projects after the campaign ends? Respect the toys. Oh, I got some toys. Look what I got yesterday. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell my wife. Oh, look how he's like, I'm bad. I'm B.A. Baracus bad. I'm badass. I think, well, I can't get him in camera. Hold on. There he goes. Union Jack. I wish they came out. I think they may have. I wish Toy Biz or Marvel Legends had a Captain Britain, classic Captain Britain with the cool yellow. That was my favorite. Oh, I love that guy. Oh, I love that thing he had on his chest. The king, the lion. Okay, so let's say Elliot Daniel C says, Elliot, ever think of doing a comic art philosophy stream with Kelsey? I think that could be interesting. That's what Kelsey and I are kind of talking about. We're talking about doing, that's what I think is going to happen. We're going to have these kinds of conversations probably. It's going to be, we're talking about it. I'm looking at bringing on another artist, possibly the three of us, do like a little crossfire. But it's going to be called Tales from the Long Box. Or maybe I should call it something more like, I like Tales from the Long Box, but I also like the idea of maybe something like Off the Drawing Table or something like that. Isn't the award at least a moderator here? Isn't the award, I don't know. Isn't the award a moderator here? Who's the award? Aaron, he lost me. Papa Canessa says, yes, do it. Yeah, we're talking about doing that for sure. But anyway, yeah, it's 8:13, guys. I got to get going. Listen, let EVS make his book. You guys support it because you like it. It doesn't need to be critically acclaimed. It just has to be fun. It just has to meet your needs or your desire for what you think your needs are. And I'm sure if it doesn't meet your needs, you'll let him know. And then if he's going to be a proper creator that I know he is, he's going to respond to that. And ever since there is a Marvel Legends Captain Britain toy, I missed it. The Elliot Award, a wrench. Oh, that's true. Aaron, would you want to be a wrench in my group, man? Can I make you a wrench? Would you be willing, my friend? Might I bestow upon thee the wrench of justice, the wrench of monger, the jerk wrench? Aaron Alfetchi, I do here now dub thee moderator on the Jerkmonger channel. Thank you, my friend, for your willingness to participate in what clearly is a high honor. Of service to your people. Haggis Moon says, good products take time. Don't rush, man. Take your time. If you want to do that rush thing, then go work in the corporate comics and then have fun. And we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Otherwise, guys, those of you who are interested in creating, create. You might not be my cup of tea. You might not be somebody else's cup of tea, but you might be someone else's treasure. And that's all. You're not writing for the masses. You're writing for your group. And your group will support you and keep moving. Everett Todd says, Wrench of Monger sounds awesome, like a D&D relic. Yes, Wrench of Monger. Everett Todd, is your heart ready to take on the responsibility of service to our fine people? Art thou willing to be a wrench? Art thou willing? It's a heavy responsibility. You must not take it lightly. So be it. Everett Todd, I do now hereby dub thee moderator of our channel. You now have the Wrench of Monger. Scott Turner says, peace, be blessed this morning, jerk. Right on, guys. I have hooves. I can't use a wrench. Haggis, I want to give you a wrench, but I think you rejected me once. I tell you what, I'm going to make you a wrench anyway. I dub thee now, Haggis Moose, Sergeant of Arms of my wrenches. You have the honorable Wrenchmonger. Nick Welch says, okay, kids, I'm out. Best of luck at the show today. Hey, I hope your shave was great, Nick. I hope everybody have a great day. Make your comics. Don't worry about it. They're fantastic. You will eventually get there if you keep doing it. 10,000 hours. I believe in that. You guys have a great day. Have a great time. Aaron says the elitist club. No, the Monger Club. Club Monger. I love you guys. Have a great day. God bless you all. Those of you who are going to church, say a prayer for me. And I'll be praying for you guys too. I'm really going to pray for you guys. Father, help out these people, my fellow Christians. Bless them, Lord, and give them strength. Fill their lives today, wherever they are, whatever time it is in the world. And those of us who are not Christians in my group, I pray for them, and I pray that we will all be blessed, and that we will all see you for who you are and be strengthened. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Y'all be good now. You hear? Peace out. I got to go, homie. I got to go. Y'all be good now. You hear?
Hey, looking for a commission, maybe as a gift or for your own personal collection? Email thelabcomics@gmail.com for pricing and availability. Thanks. And don't forget to check out bigbridgedesigns.com for more of your Jerkmonger cool fun stuff, like pins, prints, and stickers of all your favorite black and reds, mini mongers, and much, much more. That's bigbridgedesigns.com. See the link in the description below. Thanks.
Hey guys, don't forget to check out DOOMKICKER on INDIEGOGO now for a limited time, with exciting perks like exclusive prints and a special Mike S. Miller cover. Back now only on INDIEGOGO.